they'll post, yeah, I'm moving in silence. Shut up, you just announced it to everybody.
What's so silent about that
what's
move?
so silent, bro?
Exactly.
Fucking hell. A lot of people are sitting on the side of the road without a job.
But also,
So
not
if you
all of
have
us were
great
given a
day-
silver spoon, or even
No.
those with the silver spoon are struggling.
Oh, they
bro.
fuck it up, bro.
Even those are messing it up, bro.
But they do it properly.
Oh, they mess up nice.
They fuck up nice, bro.
They fuck up gloriously.
Bro.
They always do it. But I mean,
How many people did you have, bro?
3,500 people.
Fuck me,
And
mate.
that's in zone 6.
3,500
I didn't get
people.
no articles made about me filling zone 6, you know. You know how they do it. But I know what they've done for the culture and what they've done for the game.
3.5,
Because
dude,
that's when I started getting sponsors looking at me.
That's ridiculous.
That's when I started getting, bro, I booked Tyler. And if I've got what I need to be on my optimal level, then I'm able to face life much easier. Because nothing you throw at me, I'm not aware of. Because I'm so self-aware.
Yeah.
You could throw anything at me and I'll know how to respond or how to react.
And you're a little bit more calm in life, don't you realize?
Much easier,
Fuck,
bro.
I realize that as
You
well.
don't
I don't
stress.
Oh, okay, don't get me wrong. I
jinx, you
stress.
owe me a cold. I mean,
I'll get you a
jeez.
water.
Reaction initiated. Incoming message. The Modern Man Podcast.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Modern Man. It is 2024. First podcast in 2 months. I'm super fucking happy to be back in front of the mic. Not going to lie to you, bro. And yes, I'm even nervous, bro. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a good year. It's going to be a good year.
But today we are starting off the podcast with a fucking awesome guest, guys. Like really, really, really excited for this one. The chats we've been having already is very exciting, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the voice of the country, Mr. Zane Gulston.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's
Manny,
happening,
thank you
bro?
so much for having me.
Welcome to
bro.
The Modern
Shout
Man,
out.
bro.
Thank you, bro. Been checking you guys out. It's an honor to be here. Starting my year off like this. I said I'm not doing anything for the month of January, but when you hit me up, I said, okay, I'm going to do this.
Oh,
at
dude,
least.
I'm so glad. And I'm glad that we finally got to do it, bro. We've been
Yeah,
going
yeah,
back
we've
and
been
forth for a
chatting.
couple months, bro.
Yeah.
But fuck, to try to get in the same schedule is...
It's a bit crazy, but I mean, I'm grateful and I'm really honored to be here.
Dude, so am
Thank you
I,
for
bro.
having me.
Thank you for being my first guest. It makes it
shout
like a
out.
lot easier, bro. Fuck.
Shout out. It's going to be
Bro,
fun.
so in this one, we're going to get to know you a lot more, bro.
Awesome.
So what I want to do is I normally start off with a heavy hitter question, bro.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And then we'll get into the casual shit.
Shit,
what,
cool,
bro.
yeah.
Okay, so let me tickle your mind a little bit, bro. So the question I have for you, it's actually very similar to the one I had for Ricardo in the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
With, in my words, the war on masculinity in society at the moment, bro. What principles are you holding up for yourself? And you've got a 2-year-old son, bro.
Yeah.
So as a husband, as a dad, what kind of principles are you using as a modern man, bro?
Look, I mean, we grew up in our, I don't want to give my age away too easy, but I mean, we've grown up, you know, watching our parents do their thing.
Yeah.
And there was always morals and ethics that stood above, you know, a lot of things, which was factors like marriage, being a parent, being a present dad.
Yes.
And I think those two key factors are what align me right now. I always say my wife and my son align me. And the reason for that is just basically of the fact that in marriage, you learn a lot about your partner.
Oh, yeah.
And in fatherhood, you learn a lot about yourself. And that's the beauty for me.
That's crazy, bro. There's
So-
the first real cut done.
For me, I think that's the thing, because within marriage you learn about, you know, sacrifice, and you learn about, you know, holding it down for the other. It also teaches you so much about being selfless, and that's the term. Selflessness is what you gain from that.
Yes,
and
yeah.
then also with being a parent, man, there's another form of love that enters the space or enters the chat.
Yeah.
And when you get that part of the, you know, your life, that's what holds me down and that's what aligns me. Is the simple fact of, as much as you'd say no to that little boy that's grabbing a heater at the wrong time, you personally just start feeling this form of love that's like, it overwhelms everything, it beats everything. And I think it's the greatest gift, man. So I must have found the cheat code. And I would tell any modern man,
Yes.
stick back to the days of
Traditional
believing
values,
in
bro.
love, bro. Believing in being a father, being in marriage. Yes, it's traditional values. Doesn't mean you have to think old school.
Yeah.
It's just things that align you. There's a
Yes.
reason those things were put in place. There's a reason God speaks about, you know, marriage so much in the Bible, or you know, in whatever you believe in. You'll find so much that aligns you to be a good father, be a good husband. And a lot comes from there.
Yeah.
So I done counseling during my marriage, you know, process, while we were engaged, done the counseling, and there's one thing that
Yeah,
always
that's a proper thing. What are you Catholic or?
I'm straight up Christian. I don't
Christian,
really put it into the boxes.
Yeah, I get you.
But for me,
because you got to do marriage counseling before.
Yeah. So naturally, that's what would happen. But I also found it as such a cool thing to really speak to someone and vent. And there was one thing he mentioned to me that I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Is that the prayer of a father and a husband is different to the prayer of a normal man. It's not saying that God has favorites.
Yeah.
But he knows what you're praying for.
Yes.
There's actual physical proof of what you're praying about and what you're praying for. You can't front God, And that's just the beauty of it. Yeah. Man. It's God, my family values, and my beautiful family, and my son. Man.
Dude, but that's beautiful to hear, bro, because obviously I'm sure you've seen out there at the moment, bro,
the world's a mess.
Hey, the world's a mess, bro, and it needs strong men to bring it back, bro. Obviously, you've got a lot of guys that are now advocating for traditional male roles to come back, bro. Obviously not being, how do I say, demeaning to other people, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you say, being a strong man, being able to lead, you've got a family now, bro. So that takes you to a whole different level of responsibility.
Totally,
bro.
yeah.
So you fully in your dad era, bro.
I'm in my dad era. I'm in my husband and dad era.
Yeah.
And I caught it young. I'm 27. And I
still can't believe that, bro.
Look,
for 27, you've been killing it, homie.
Hey,
Fucking
man,
hey, bro.
It's nice waking up on a Saturday morning, dealing with the garden, dealing with your kid that wants to jump in the pool at 9 a.m. and you're like, yo, have breakfast first. It's a different kind of thinking, and it saves you.
Yes.
It saves your life, because I could have been on a whole different path, man.
Yeah.
My life was really on a different stage.
Especially in the career that you're in, bro.
Yeah,
it's
and
easy to
also
fall
the
off
community I
bandwagon,
come
bro.
from, a lot of people, there's so much hate, so much, there's so much spears, if you want to call it, thrown at you.
Yeah.
And the safety net covering is that comes from God and your family.
Yeah.
That's just my
Dude,
cheat code.
that's beautiful, bro. And the difference, as you said there, bro, like your life would have been so different now if you
Definitely.
weren't a husband and a father, bro. How big is that difference between who you were before and who you are now, bro?
Oof, look, there was things that I didn't know that were hidden behind being disciplined and being someone who's orientated to the right thing.
Yeah.
And I say the right thing because, like we said, traditional values. And I'm not saying I'm boxed to a train of thought. I was living life like a normal kid, bro. Joining the industry. I had friends that were DJs. I became an MC because I spoke the most. And they were just like, no, don't do the DJ thing. Be an MC.
Yeah.
There wasn't many guys that do that, right?
Yeah.
So I think what kind of happened for me was a whole transition, because I wasn't doing bad. Don't get me wrong. I was paving my way. I was working in a nightclub at the time, bro. When I was a bit younger, I wasn't single per se. I had my relationships, but also I wouldn't even say it was really anything, because you're still a kid and you're learning life. She's doing her thing, you're doing your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just believe there wasn't a purpose behind what I was doing. So I was doing the stuff, rubbing the shoulders, meeting the right guys, and cool, Zane's taking pictures with these guys in the club, and look who Zane gets to rub shoulders with. Oh, awesome, Zane's doing so well, but was I really doing well? It looks good on the outside, but on the inside, I wasn't personally healthy. I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't mentally well. So a lot changes when you have these certain things. Like if I didn't take the step of getting married, having a kid, and facing my life in this way, getting a home, building family values, there's purpose now.
Yes. Yeah.
Back then it was
you
just
have a goal to
go for it. Yeah.
A goal to work towards, bro. And obviously, okay, I'm going to speak from personal thing, bro. It's obviously it's a scary thing these days. Obviously, someone our age, bro. It's weird. I don't normally get to say our age with people. But our age, it's also difficult to find a right woman.
Yes.
So, and a lot of guys, I think, are, how do I say, scared to transition into, as you say, to the dad era, bro. Taking on full accountability and responsibility.
Yeah, and it's
bro.
also frowned upon.
Yeah, it's frowned upon. You know what I mean, bro? But it's just, it's weird to hear that you went into it and you're so happy now, bro.
Look, I personally didn't know what was on the other side. No, I get you, because I didn't know what was. I didn't know what was on the other side. Of getting engaged, of getting married, of having a kid. Yeah. It's one of those things that's the unknown.
Yes.
And the beauty of the unknown is just going hard in.
Yeah.
And when last can you say you really went hard into something? I know with my
Besides
life,
work, yeah.
you know, that's the
It's
thing.
not a...
I became an MC. I was studying at the time, but I didn't think the MC thing was going to feed my family one day. And I didn't think the MC thing was going to lead me to being a DJ. And I didn't think it would lead me into being an event curator and now festival curator. And being able to work with brands, established brands that trust me with their brand. I didn't think I'd ever be in a position to be there.
Yeah.
But if I didn't make those disciplined choices in my personal life, I don't think I would have unlocked that.
Really?
Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to handle the responsibility.
Yeah.
The responsibilities
I'm
learning at home is what's allowing me to handle the career responsibilities.
That's
just
actually
the natural thing.
That's a very interesting fact, bro. I agree with that completely, bro. Like I like myself, I was I'm still a bit reckless. I still fuck around. I have a lot of fun, bro.
Yeah.
But once I started taking more responsibility in my own life, especially in your personal life, you start taking your health a bit more seriously. You start taking family, friends, relationships like into a different level, bro. It puts your career into a different path, bro. Like the universe brings it back to you,
kind of like
bro.
I was about to say. It's like it aligns certain things.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it, but I mean, there was a term I used to use when people were asking me during the process of me getting engaged and finding out I'm having a kid and all of that. They were like, man, don't you think your life's moving super fast? Like, friends would come to me and be like, geez, bro, the other day we were just chilling.
Well, yeah, you're 27, bro. You got a wife, kid,
Yeah, so they were like, geez, bro, you're like really moving up. You moved on to the space of wanting a family car and not wanting the glitz and glam and all of that.
Yeah.
And I said to them, look, there's certain things that are hidden behind certain things.
Yeah.
And you won't know about your career spaces you can reach without having your own life in check.
I agree with
It's
that.
all aligned.
Yes.
In order to have your career in order, I kind of like bracket my life, bro. I have careers and goals, school and education, health, wealth, spirituality, me as a person, my belief, my friends and family, my relationship with my partner and my son, and my personal goals end up last.
Yes.
And when I put this thing into brackets, it's kind of like I check it off each day.
Yes.
When I pray or when I do my own personal self-reflection, I check those things. Where am I sitting in my career and goals? If that career and goals thing is not on a certain level, it means there's something else not balancing. So I need to go and check my school and education.
Yes.
Have I been trained well enough? Am I learning the right thing? Should I go take a short course? Should I study something? Should I watch a podcast?
Yes.
Should I just build myself a bit and think in a certain manner? Will it lift that? Oh no, maybe it's not there. Maybe it's my career. Maybe it's my finances. How am I dealing with that? How am I dealing with my... Exactly. So I start putting all my things into like little bar graphs and I start weighing it up. And I used to play soccer back in the day as a kid, right? And my coach used to say, I used to be a sentiment, bro. I was damaging. I was Paul Pogba, bro. I was managing. But my coach used to say this thing. He said your IQ and your EQ need to balance for you to be on top form. Never understood it. Didn't understand what EQ meant. Didn't understand, so once you understand that life works in alignment, that thing has to find a balance factor.
Yeah.
If there's no balance factor, how do you expect things to happen, bro?
Dude, that's crazy, bro. And as you said, you do... I always call it taking stock, bro. Take stock of yourself, bro.
Cool. That's a nice way to put it.
Like fucking sitting and thinking and, the philosophers had it right. They think about thinking, which is fucking weird to do, bro.
Yeah.
But I always say... Well, I read a book, bro. It was The Way of the Superior Man. I think this is the 10th time I've referenced this book in a podcast, bro. But the best thing that I ever heard from that was that your superpower as a man is self-awareness. So if you are self-aware and you know who you are, what you do, and what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, you take you're taking stock of your life, as you say, you put your bar graphs and shit like that all together. Then it's a lot easier to work with a plan in front of you.
Exactly.
Winging it is great at times.
It becomes so strategic, bro.
Yeah.
Because now you know what you need to be at your optimal level. And if I've got what I need to be on my optimal level, then I'm able to face life much easier. Because nothing you throw at me, I'm not aware of. Because I'm so self-aware.
Yeah.
You could throw anything at me and I'll know how to respond or how to react.
And you're a little bit more calm in life, don't you realize?
Much easier, bro.
I realize that
you
well.
don't stress. Oh,
okay, don't get me wrong. I stress.
I'll
get you a water. No. But for me, I agree with that. Like you become a lot more calm in your thing. You know, okay, this needs to be done then. That needs to be done here.
Even
this
in
is the way it
moments
needs to be
even
done,
in moments of where you should be
yes,
concerned or stressed or like frantic.
Yes. You can't.
You can't be. Because you're calm.
Yeah.
Because you're self-aware.
Exactly.
Nice one.
Exactly,
Yeah,
bro. You
yeah.
you sit there in the back of your head and you're like, see, I always use it as the booze blues. You know,
Okay.
after a big night of drinking, you sit there, you got fucking anxiety, a little bit of depression because, you know, obviously alcohol's a depressant.
Yeah,
right?
it pulls you off, yeah.
So it pulls you off, but you know, a lot of people sit there and, you know, they thought always, my life sucks, what am I doing, this and that. You know, I'm just talking personal, intrusive thoughts, bro. But I always have that little voice in the back of my head that says, this isn't forever. This too shall pass. So everything just goes. And if you do your shit right and the way that you've planned it and you just stick to the plan that you've set out for yourself, you are going to be
And life,
top of the fucking range.
life
bro.
works like this, bro. It's like a gym. You're gonna go through a lot to grow, and you gotta pick up that heavier weight and that faster treadmill.
Yeah.
Just to get yourself ready for
To a
what's
better-
next, right?
Yeah.
I can tell you, I've seen my life from a youngster starting in the entertainment industry to where I sit now, and I can control things that used to be manic for me.
Yeah.
Things that would take me 2-3 days to manage. Mental stresses
Yeah.
or even physical stresses that would take me 2-3 days to manage. I can handle in an hour,
Done.
in 30 minutes.
Quick.
I know now what my solutions are to handling certain things.
Yeah.
I'll never find myself in a position where I don't know how to deal with
Yeah.
something. You could throw any curveball at me at this current moment,
Yeah.
and I
deal
know
with it,
where
right?
my source is. I know how to deal with it.
That's it.
It's just like it simplifies life.
See, and for me, the nice thing is also what you say there, Bruce. So, again, with the thinking, always being self-aware, but it's also the work that you actually do, bro.
Yeah, you have
Because
to.
you can sit and plan your life to a fucking T, bro, but you'll never get everything. You'll never get shit done unless you actually do it, bro.
Yeah.
So the actual work of Master Sims, I'm going to use his thing. Shout out Sims, bro. Do the damn thing. Go and actually do the work, bro.
Yeah.
So as you say, you can handle things coming towards you, but because you've dealt with it before.
Yeah,
So
or
even if it's a new
I'm
one,
rehearsing or practicing
exactly.
or preparing,
You've
bro.
got experience in actually doing it.
I
bro.
live off that anxiety, bro. As a festival organizer,
Yeah.
jeez,
And shit goes wrong,
shit
bro,
goes
all
wrong.
the time.
But I get to rub shoulders with guys like you said. You had Ricardo on the show. I take my hat off for the dude because I personally only knew Ricardo da Costa as a Soul Candy DJ.
Yeah.
That was my
Shout
thing.
out Ricardo,
Soul
by the way.
Candy. Yeah, so cool. When I started working with him, it was really on a bookings level. He liked the way I emceed. He started his project over at Altitude Beach at the time. And he was like, yo, I need a voice for the venue. I was working for another venue at the time, bro. So it was like stepping on toes with guys in the industry that are on another level, right?
Yeah.
And I always used to say to myself, one day, I won't be someone who works for these dudes. I'll probably be the competitor. And it wasn't a
But that's the
arrogance
goal,
thing.
is it not?
It wasn't an arrogance thing, bro. It was,
No.
I'd want to be their competitor one day. So one thing, I was wrong in my thinking, though. Because when I started working with someone like Ricardo, he changed the perception of, why do you want to be the competitor?
You can be the collaborator.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's literally
They don't
it.
compete, they collaborate.
Exactly.
Bro.
So
People at the top. They
people
don't,
at the
what's
top-
the point of fighting, bro?
Yeah.
A lot of healthy
He
competition's always good.
kind of showed me that. He was like, yo, I get that you want to prove a point. I get that you want to show these guys and you want to get your message across. But you're going to need that bridge.
Don't
somehow.
burn it.
Don't burn
Don't
it.
burn it. Unnecessarily.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes you should burn a bridge if the disrespect
if it's
is
toxic
correct.
and
Yeah.
it's not going to add any value to your life, I
Yes, for
understand
sure.
burning that bridge, but do it also within the type of way that's it can be refixed.
could be
and,
mended.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody's different and everybody has their problems and their things about them. But the best thing in life is always to not burn it completely, because one day you'll need it or they'll need you.
Yeah.
And our point of life is to help each other grow.
Yeah, that
That's
is
simply
the point
it,
of life,
right?
bro. Just be
We
better.
want to do good
Yeah.
and we want others to do good too.
Yeah.
So why not just keep it at a distance? I mean, I remember leaving, at the time I left Sumo, bro. I worked for Sumo in Montana. This also came after doing a lot of work. I was a student starting this MC thing because my friends are DJs and they're going out. Where we hang out, I get to jump on the mic now. Some people found an interest in it and they were like, yo, we're going to start booking you and pay you. I took a 600 Rand booking at the time, bro. That's how I used to do MC. I bought a mic from Cash Crusaders, a corded mic, and I'd set it up there asking the promoter, can I please MC? I probably irritated many audiences to learn to get to a point where I can let them enjoy me. Further back, I mean, I used to work as a doorboy. I used to work as a waiter. I know the ins and outs of the whole venue and industry from that point to even the entertainment.
Yes, yeah.
So when I found myself...
You've gone through the whole blueprint.
Exactly, bro. I rubbed some shoulders with dudes, twins on decks. I have to give them a big shout out because Ryan and Darren are the kind of guys that they believed in the hype. They were like, hey man, you're doing your thing. I see you energetic. Jump on the mic with us.
Yes.
I'll never forget they were doing a gig at Onyx on a Christmas day. I played...
Onyx is wild, bro.
Onyx is wild. After the family time, you end up going to the
yeah,
club.
for sure.
So I ended up going to the club, bro.
Yeah.
Got there, and these guys are DJing. And they're like, yes, Zane, take the mic. It's festive cheers, take the mic.
Yeah.
And the owner of the club is at the back, and he sees me perform, and I get a message the next day. Hey, we'd like to have you in our new year. Cool, I start working there. So I form under the Taboo group at the time.
Okay, yes,
so
yes.
Now I'm working Onyx, and I work Taboo, and I work this, and I'm learning about some guys.
And
Also,
you
I'm
meet
a
a lot of
student.
people,
I'm
bro.
young, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really young. I have my car, I have my license. I can just get in and go.
Yeah.
There's nobody watching the time I come home, any of that.
What were you studying, bro?
I was studying film and television at AVDA.
Lovely.
Yeah, so I ended up specializing in performance because, I love talking, bro. I can go on all day. So for me,
Sorry. I forgot to turn this on private.
if it's
Hold on,
money,
mate.
then you have to, you have to take
Hey,
it.
Dad. Hey, put down.
Lovely. I started at the Taboo group, working there. The hours were crazy. You're starting work at 12 in the evening and you're finishing at 6 a.m. That was my daily life.
Yeah.
On top of that, being a student. So there was like days I'd finish varsity, head home, have something to eat, go to the club, come back from the club and literally just shower and go to varsity.
Class,
Exactly. And they could see it was taxing on me, but they understood as well. I'd speak to my lecturers. I'd be like, yo, this is what I'm pursuing. I'm finding opportunity. This is what's happening.
You're not fucking around, bro.
Exactly. They knew I was making... Exactly.
And,
And I wasn't doing that. I didn't end up in the club for the limelight, bro. I was the guy that would be so serious and other people would be like, well, just have a good time
it's a
too,
job,
bro.
bro.
I'm like,
It's your
no,
job
this is
to
my
do,
job.
bro.
I'm learning.
100%.
I'm meeting guys. I'm shaking hands with DJ Dimples, God rest his soul. I'm meeting AKA, God rest his soul. I'm meeting Ricky. Those guys, all three of them, as I mentioned them, played a part in my growth.
Yeah.
I had small conversations,
Yeah.
little
I even
nuggets.
get goosebumps thinking
Yeah, man.
about it, bro.
Little
Crazy.
nuggets. And I meet these guys, and the boss at the time that I worked with at Taboo, I worked with Perry there, Chris, he also passed on. Then from there, I'll tell you a crazy story. So I didn't get paid like for 4 months, bro. And I was concerned as to why I'm not getting paid. And I went to them and I said, yo, why am I not getting paid? They're like, oh, there's an issue, no. And so they pay me, and then they're like, listen, that will be your last week for us. And I was like, oh.
Shit.
Okay. So they were just trying to find a nice way to let me go in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. So at the time, my bro K2K is playing at Sumo and he's got a residency. So it was a Tuesday. I get this information and I say to him, bro, I'm going to come with you to the club. Just need to unwind. A lot's happening. Cool, I get there. And one of the clients that were at Onyx when I used to MC is at Sumo that day. And there's another MC on the mic. And I'm chilling near my bro is DJing. And this client is a big spender. And he says, I don't want this MC. I want that MC. So the owner of the venue at that time is like, listen, this is my client. I'm going to give him what he wants. Tells his MC, calm down. Asks me, would you like to jump on the mic? This guy seems to be fond of you. So they know a bit about me, obviously. And I jump on the mic and rock, And he says to me, come see me tomorrow morning. And I get there and he's like, I know you work for my competitor. And I don't work for them. I'm not going to tell him. It's my bait right now. So he's like,
you got to play a little bit there.
I know I work for my competitor. What could I do to convince you to come here?
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm not really looking for another option right now, but put an offer on the table. And he gives me an offer, gives me 4 nights, whereas I was working 2, gives me a bit of a better rate, and I go for it. And I wasn't getting paid good money at the time. I was cool with it because, I needed the job.
Yeah.
Not like it was doing much for me at home. I'm still a young student, getting money, helping where I can. But building myself in the industry.
You were making money and you were also creating a brand.
Yeah,
also
building my brand,
getting the
building my
networking,
thing. Exactly.
Getting the experience as well, bro.
Yeah.
The time on... People underestimate that.
Big
Sorry, we'll
time.
get on to that point. No, I have a point to make on that one. You go on.
So I just remember jumping on, getting the job at Sumo, and now I'm working. But now Sumo has this thing where it's the home of celebrities. And literally every day, be it a Tuesday, a Friday, a Saturday, or Sunday, the days I was working, there would always be guys that you rub shoulders with, someone you want to take a picture with, someone you want to have a conversation with, and something. So I mean, I'm at that age, bro. I'm 21, 20, and I'm doing that. It's exciting.
When everyone else is getting drunk at on class.
Exactly. Everyone's getting drunk, and I'm just going and meeting these dudes. And yo, who are you? Funny story. Focalistic.
Yes.
The massive artist that he is now was a young dude chilling on the side there at the time, asking me, yo, can I jump on the mic? He was moving with Major League at the time. They had the residencies on Sundays. Kamo Impela was just a dancer, just chilling there as a dancer. Bro, I'm telling you that I literally had like first name basis conversations with them. And I'm not saying it now to be like, oh, Zane's no.
Oh, I know, yeah.
I'm just saying the growth factor, bro. That was 5 years ago. Look at where they are now.
Yeah.
5 years later, they make the world dance. So that's what I was exposed to. I'd go to Ricky, and Ricky hated having conversations in the club. But I'd find him in the parking lot, and he'd have an honest one-on-one with me. Be like, oh, Zane, I see what you're doing there, boy. Keep doing it. You know, those kind of chats. And he'd be like, okay, cool. These guys are noticing. It changes your whole perception.
Dude, because you get the gratification of, you know, these kind of people. Even though they weren't, I wouldn't say they weren't big. They were obviously, but compared to what they are now.
Yeah, I mean,
when you look back at the conversations,
at that time,
crazy,
Ricky was the biggest artist in the country.
Bro.
You
and
can't beat that. And he's saying he's seeing my stuff.
Crazy,
it's mad to hear that. So now you come to your peers.
Yes.
Now, get this. It was kind of like I was living a double life, bro. Because, I mean, 1 minute I'm in sumo and so forth, and these guys are recognizing me and speaking to me. Now I come to my peers, and they trying to underestimate you. And they looking at you like, oh, bro, so what? You work at sumo, dog? Who are you? And you just look at it, and I'm not expecting you to give me some sort of flowers or respect, but at least welcome me into your space, because I'm putting in work not only for myself to grow, but for one day to have you there. I'm also trying to do the work for you to get there. Exactly.
You're not there to go on your own.
So there was a weird, like, mental thing that going on with me, because it's kind of like, I don't even want to be with these dudes anymore, bro, because they don't understand the stuff I'm doing here. There's a lucky few that would understand, but yeah, that's kind of.
But they think on a different mindset, bro. Like I've let go of so many friends throughout the years now, bro. Just, you know, they all. What I was the point I wanted to make, bro. Everyone wants this instant gratification, right?
For sure.
As you say, dude, you're working. I wouldn't say for pennies, but fuck, you weren't going in and being like, okay, I'm an MC.
It's pennies compared to what I could earn now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Honestly, and I'm just saying that off the back, that it was pennies that I was willing to sacrifice hours of my sleep, sacrifice my hours of my comfort, of
your
my
time, bro.
Exactly,
time is the biggest currency.
When the dudes are chilling and they're like, oh, bro, where you going now? Why are you leaving?
Gotta go work, bro.
Gotta go work.
That's
Gotta go hustle.
And you see, but they want something back straight away, bro.
Yeah.
They want it now. And my problem with a lot of people now is they all want, okay, cool, we're going to start a business, or I'm going to be a DJ, I'm going to be an MC. And they come with these fucking ridiculous points, you know what I mean, bro? Like, they want to be like, okay, but I want $2,000 for the thing, bro. Who the fuck are you, mate?
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
what have you done?
Exactly. So for me, my point is, what pisses me off, bro, these people now, they want this instant gratification. You know how people always now, I see a lot of people sharing shit on Facebook and stuff. Oh, DJs, they're like, oh, but promoters are saying you must play for free for exposure.
Facebook's the one place. I feel like,
bro,
you know when Drake says Twitter fingers turn it, I don't know, there's a quote that he uses in a song when he's dissing Meek Mill, and he talks about hiding behind your phone.
Yes.
I feel like Facebook's that's people's favorite platform.
100%,
they won't go to Twitter because they'll get told shit on Twitter.
Yeah, people swear them.
Exactly.
But you can't
on Facebook, our parents aren't going to respond to you, okay? Exactly. Because it's an old platform. You know, come direct.
Exactly.
And then
bro.
if you see the person in person,
they're like us.
Smiling, or can we take
a picture?
Well, they're
nice too, 100%, but you want to talk shit on the fucking
exactly,
phone,
bro. And I love those. I love those Facebook rounds,
chest.
because I even screenshot them and keep them for one day when I see
you.
Yes,
what?
And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to show you this. And be like, bro, what were you saying?
Yeah, exactly.
What were you actually saying?
Now you want to come chat to me.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
If I had to dig deep, bro, before you go into that, I just want to dig deep, like to where that landed me. So I told you prior to the interview that I started this 21 Live thing. So I rubbed shoulders with a lot of cool people, got their numbers, got to chat to them, got to speak to, their managers and so forth. And you learn a bit about the game.
Yeah.
And I even started then doing my own events at the time. I started X-Fest. That was prior to COVID. I started Sunday Bloom. Well, Sunday Bloom was after COVID. But I mean, I started playing my hand within the event space.
Yeah.
And now I went from being your door boy or your promoter or the boy you'd phone to go drop off tickets to being an actual guy that now must book artists as well and book a venue as well. I wasn't even at running the show point yet, because I was asking for help from everyone that I used to work for, which is normal. I pay my respects to everybody that's put me on, bro.
Yeah.
And I still work with 100% of the people that put me on. Even though those same people could talk smack about me. I've gotten to the point where the guys I used to look up to are the guys that talk shit about me. It's normal.
But that's
part
great.
of that. I love it.
Great,
I love it, bro.
That's
because
the point.
now COVID happens and we
Yeah,
all got to
yeah.
sit back and we all got to be with ourselves.
Yeah.
And now you still need to be relevant somehow. Because now everyone's doing like DJ mixes. What can an MC do? So I started a 21 Live thing. Interviewing guests. Keeping in people's faces. That was my game plan.
Yeah.
Keep in your face, keep in your face. So now the world opens up a bit. I get some bookings again. Obviously, my nightclub involvement, I have to go and do my job. But now I'm getting a bit tired of the fact that I'm doing those hours.
Yes.
I'm also tired of seeing the same folk. I feel like I'm growing out of that mold. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with where I
but
was
you need to
working.
step forward
but
now, bro,
I am now
for
feeling
sure.
like I'm being bracketed in.
Yeah.
My events start doing well.
Outgrown the space, bro.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
my
yeah,
events start doing well. I'm starting to see more numbers at my events than I do at the club. I'm starting to see more spend at my events than I'm seeing at the club. I'm learning about deals. I'm learning about venues. I'm learning about bar deals. So now I
How
understand.
everything works, yeah.
Exactly. So now I understand the back end of where I'm working. So now you just see me as an MC, but I know everything else that's happening around
whole
it.
blueprint,
so
bro.
you manipulating me
Yes.
to do something so that that person spends this amount and this happens and that happens.
It's all a game of manipulation.
Exactly,
in a way,
bro. So
for sure.
I understand the monopoly now.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm the boss yet, but I understand it.
Yeah.
Which is a different thing because
Yeah.
they don't want you to understand it.
No.
I'm going to tell it very straight,
Yeah.
as it is. They don't want you to understand it.
Yeah.
Because once you understand it,
You can better
you
it.
want out.
Yeah.
You'll want out because you believe you can do it yourself. So, as luck would have it, I believe I can do it myself. I get an offer at Zone 6, which is Soweto. I have a bit of a market now that I've built through my brands, and I see that they're keen to do stuff with me. They're keen to come out for me. I get an offer at Zone 6. I don't take the offer because I go out of respect to my boss and I say, yo, this is the opportunity I'm getting. Nah, I'm not really too happy with you doing that. So cool, I tell Zone 6, hold up. Loyal to my game. Ricardo hits me up. Hey, here's a birthday celebration. They want to book you, whatever. I say, cool, it's a day club. It's not going to affect my nightclub. My hours are completely different. Nightclub is telling me, yo, you're working for another brand that's stealing our clients. So I'm like, it's not that kind of a game. But okay, I understand. So I sat back with myself and I thought, man, the hours I'm doing here are killing me. These guys are going to pay me probably double, and I'm working in the daytime, and I'm done earlier, which means I could do other stuff after. Weighing my
weigh your
options.
pros and cons,
Exactly.
bro, for
So
sure.
out of respect, I go to them and I say, listen, this is the situation. They're offering me an opportunity here.
I want to take it.
I want to take it. I'm still willing to work with you.
Yes, yeah.
But can we change the structure? Nah, you're not loyal. You're willing to listen to other people. No. Cool.
Dude, but
out
see,
of respect,
people want loyalty. Fucking, they
What
want
are you-
loyalty so that you don't grow.
Exactly.
You stay where you are because.
And
you
I
fit
mentioned
my
this, bro. I
shit,
mentioned
yeah.
this. I said I want to have a car one day. I want to have my own house one day. I want to have my family one day.
sure.
The job I'm doing right now with you is not going to allow me to do that.
No, especially working night hours. How are you going to see your kids?
Exactly, bro. And now I get home at the
wife?
time my kid's
No.
getting ready for school.
No.
Make it make sense,
No.
So cool, I respect those that do it because,
Yeah.
they found
If
their
they have to
systems
do it,
and they
like, dude,
found a
hey,
way
you know,
to do
good,
it,
bro, yeah.
And I made sure I leave that
Yeah.
place with respect.
Yes.
I have the guy's number still, the owners there, the staff there. I was friends with everybody, bro.
Yes.
Wherever I work, I become friends with the cleaner first before I become friends with the
Dude,
boss.
they're going to help you more.
That's how I work, bro.
But also the
I'm
respect.
homies with the cleaners. I'm homies with the guys that's doing the sound tech. Those are my guys.
Yeah.
So if anything needs to be, translated or communicated, the boss even knows that he could speak to me to
Yes.
speak to them.
But that's
'Cause
how
the
business works.
respect factor.
Relationships is the most important factor in a business. Bro.
Exactly,
It's all
and that's how I grew up,
relationships,
bro. That's the books I used to read. It always used to tell me about relationships and the importance
people
of
can say
that.
things about systems, this and that. People are the
Yeah.
key note of everything.
It's the most
bro.
important currency.
Oh, by far.
is the
By far.
relationship and people,
networks, bro. Your network is your net worth. That's what I always believe in, bro.
That's all my,
Dude, if you don't have a network and you don't know people and talk to people, that's
So
why I
true.
started this fucking thing, bro.
Exactly.
So I get to meet people like you, bro. So
Shout
now when
out.
I go out and I see you there, bro, we can have a drink, we can chat
Exactly,
shit.
yeah, man. It's the
One day
network.
we can help each other,
For
I
sure.
make money off you, you make money off me, and then we move forward, bro.
Exactly, and we can put other people on and
That's
allow
what I'm
other people
saying,
to
bro.
grow too.
You collaborate. Again,
That's the
this is
collaboration thing.
No
Look at Ricardo
competition.
again.
Yeah,
Shout
fuck,
out.
bro.
And this is how it moved. So after COVID, now I get this opportunity. So with the beauty with working with Altitude, so now I was thrown to the dirt.
What a venue.
From
sorry, I just want to shout out Ricardo. The
Yeah, no,
most
that's-
beautiful venue for me I've seen in the country, bro.
It's been my home for the past 3 years,
Bro,
4 years.
wow.
Yeah, it's been
Wow.
amazing. So I mean, I ended up being thrown to the dirt
Mm.
from previous employer at the nightclub. They're like, cool, time here is done. They even hit me with some. You won't be anything in. You won't be anything without
I made
me, or
you.
you won't be
I made
anything
you,
in
yeah.
the industry. I was just like, cool. I'm not going to prove a point to you.
No.
I respect you, and I constantly
continue,
reminded
yeah.
that guy. I said, yo, one day we'll work, and you know what? I respect your business for what it's done for me, because I wouldn't be here without
you.
it.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I will. You
Give
will.
the flowers,
Wherever
man.
you see me going, even though you don't want me to go anyway, wherever you see me going, just know you planted this. That's the gratification you can grab from this moment. Is that I'm not looking at you from a dirty point of view. I still want you to win. I just want to win too.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all want to eat, bro.
Exactly.
We all
So I
wanna
get my
eat.
job at Altitude. The beauty of working with Ricardo is business minded, bro. He understands that, yo, if you're working for me, I don't expect you just to do this.
Yeah.
You are an entertainer. In you doing other stuff, it's going to benefit me. So please go and do your other stuff. How
'Cause you
can I
grow your
support?
personal brand, it
You
makes
see,
you better.
his chat was, how can I support you? Do you know about sponsorship? Can I get sponsors involved in your stuff? Can I help you with this? Can I help you with that? I was like, okay, cool. This
Dude,
guy,
that's crazy, bro.
This guy's willing to give me a hand to help another business,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? So I started Zone 6. I do a thing called Day Vibe Serve with my team.
Say it's Deva?
Day Vibe Serve.
Okay.
Man, honestly, game changer. Those
Really?
who know, they know. So it put me on a different level now, because
Yeah.
Zone 6 is an established venue that a lot of people know
Dude,
about.
it's the biggest one there, bro.
Shimza does events there. Black Coffee does events there. All your big concerts happen there. Everyone does their
And
stuff
first
with
of
it,
all,
right?
the fact for them to come and offer
And they
it to
reached
you,
out to me, right? So
Hey,
they
it
were
makes
like,
you feel good, eh?
look, at the end of the day, they just wanted colored people. If that's what you want to call it, they wanted colored people. And my market, a lot of colored people.
Yeah.
Cool. Started a show there. Amapiano's rising in the market at the time. And that relationships that I'm building there is helping me to build myself as an artist, as a person, as an event organizer and curator. I started seeing myself able to use these negotiation skills to build my other brands. So now where X-Fest doesn't have your regular faces, I'm able to book Shasha. Oh, wow. Shasha's like Mapurisa's vocalist. That's amazing. Cool.
Fuck.
Next thing, Zane's able to book Jazzy Disciples. That wasn't easy for anybody to really do in the
No,
event space at the
no.
time, because we weren't booking headliners. Headliners were a thing that we only see at concerts and
yeah.
at big events. We never thought we could do it. I can personally
you
say,
see it as a point of reference. You think
one day I'll get there.
one day I'll get there, but until you actually get there, you don't realize like how. I wouldn't say it's not easy, but I'm just saying it's a bit more in reach as what people think.
Exactly.
It's not so
Yeah.
far out of reach.
Yeah,
as what
exactly.
People.
It looked like it was too far.
Bro,
it
and a lot of
looked like
people
what?
see it like, I mean, even just sitting now with, okay, all the people that I've sat with,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
I used to see everybody on socials and shit. I'm thinking, fuck, these oaks are.
And the process
top
isn't what
shelf,
we
bro.
thought it was when
no,
we were there.
sometimes you just got to ask.
Exactly.
You just got to ask.
The
I mean, that's what
relationship
did I do with you? I
factor again,
slid
the
in the
network
DMs, hey,
factor.
bro, you want to shoot a podcast?
Yeah.
And when like you reply, I think to myself, fuck, bro. Now I'm sitting with like this level of people. It's such a good fucking feeling. at the
Yeah,
same
for
time,
sure.
bro.
Look, and you know, I the one thing I trained myself in that moment when I started getting guys like Josiah the Disciple on my WhatsApp contact list saying to me, yo, bro, I want to rock. Or you get someone like, I started rubbing shoulders with dudes, bro, that I saw what they see.
Jazzy Disciple, you see?
Yeah, man, those type of guys are contacting you. So
Yes.
I met this guy named Zeus, right? And Zeus was moving with Ricky. They started Cotton Fest at the time. You know, I always believed in the vision. He's a dude I know from the South. I grew up in the South, so we just knew each other. And he started managing Uncle Waffles.
Oh, wow.
And this was before Uncle Waffles blew, right?
yeah,
It
before
was
Drake
just
started
after.
following her.
It was just after that video. Actually, she
Yeah.
just done that gig.
Yeah.
And the hype was still starting to rise about her. And a lot of people were talking smack about female DJs at the time, saying, "Oh, they don't even DJ," and
They just need to look pretty.
So Zeus hit me up and he's like, "Yo, bro, if ever you wanna like hit up a booking, whatever, let me know." So I hit him up after that video. He's like, "Listen, it's a bad time because now there's a lot of hype. She's getting calls from international clients, so forth, so forth."
So you
I
got to
said,
take
"Bro,
the opportunities, yeah.
please give me the opportunity." I booked Shasha before Shasha popped with Tender Love and MFR Souls and Corey. Please, can I get waffles? Please.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what? I'll do it, but you're not going to get the best time. I said, bro, whatever time she can perform,
I'll
even
make
if
it
it's
work.
opening,
Yes.
I'll make sure that there's people there.
Yeah.
He said, cool. Zane, because you're so persistent, I made sure I got
Yeah.
the money somehow. I
Yeah.
paid, I got Waffles.
Yes.
I put Kent with Waffles because Waffles wasn't that name as yet, but I mean,
It
I
was
knew where it
getting
was
there.
going, right? And it's a female artist. We done Waffles. Next year, I'm getting asked, who are you going to put on? Who are you going to put on? Bro, that was my X-Fest that hit my highest number.
How many people did you have, bro?
3,500 people.
Fuck me,
And
mate.
that's in zone 6.
3,500
I didn't get
people.
no articles made about me filling zone 6, you know. You know how they do it. But I know what they've done for the culture and what they've done for the game.
3.5,
Because
dude,
that's when I started getting sponsors looking at me.
That's ridiculous.
That's when I started getting... Bro, I booked Tyler.
Oh,
Water,
wow.
Tyler, then. This was before.
Fuck. But she's from around here, bro.
Yeah, she's around, bro.
She
She used to
from the East End.
she used to comment on this stuff,
Yes,
bro. And
'cause she's still young, isn't she?
I
She's like
knew,
21,
I knew the
22.
guy Sean. Sean is a road manager, one of the managers, part of a team, and Sean is very well in with her. And Sean was like, Zane, I need a colored show for Tyler. She's colored. I need a colored show for
Yeah.
her. She's starting to pop. And I said, bro, here's X-Fest. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Wow.
We only confirmed it 2 days before the event. Tyler jumped on stage. I had a story after that. The next jump is with a proposal, and I have a story for the brand. And this also relates to my career after that, because the story that I had there was X-Fest was able to book 3 artists, Shasha, Waffles
Tyler.
and Tyler, prior to the international
breakout. Yes.
These are all female artists.
Yes.
Number 1, which is a story on its own
100%.
in this game.
Yes.
Number 2, how did the relationships that I built just as friends and people that I rubbed shoulders with back in my days when I was hustling, getting spat on in the 5 years of stressing and hustling and going to work at terrible hours, putting that work
Eating
in.
shit.
Eating shit for
Eating
5
shit.
years allowed me to have these type of networks and relationships to build the brand to where it is. X-Fest last year, I was able to put a show together at One Fox, which I believe was the biggest show at One Fox
Yes.
in 2023. Anyone could write me on that.
Yeah.
I could show I have the proof
You have
in
the
the
numbers,
no,
bro.
I have the
Yes.
proof in it all. I know there was big brands that went to One Fox last
Yes.
year. It wasn't an easy feat. Getting to a position to build a brand to that level. Even with Sunday Bloom, bro.
Sunday Bloom's big, bro.
It was
That's
difficult to get it
that's
to that
the
point.
thing, bro.
Nobody booked headliners.
Yeah.
Before we booked Dawson and brought him from
From
Cape
Cape
Town to
Town,
Joburg.
yes, yeah.
Now Dawson's booked all the time.
All
and
the
I'm
time.
not saying it's because of us. I'm just saying we started a movement at that time where it was like nobody was willing to put the effort in to actually
Pioneering.
do different stuff, book the different stuff. And
But
because
taking
of
the
us,
risk.
take
So
the risk, bro.
reward. Bro.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
don't. They want to play the same game all the time and then expect different results, bro.
And now I find myself in a point where all of my brands have their own identity. They're able to build their own thing.
Because you had Caramel Sundays now recently.
So
bro.
that, Caramel Sundays.
Hey, that stage was nice, bro.
That's the best
Dude, I never knew about it
festival
until you
ever.
shared it, bro. Truly, it wasn't. And then I saw
So
this thing and I
it's-
looked and I was like,
it wasn't
fuck
mine.
me, bro.
It's never been mine. I was
Okay.
called on 2 years ago
Yeah.
as a partner. Very minimal, but I have my growth factor within it. I worked well with the guy.
Yeah.
When I say I was a bartender and a door boy,
You were.
I was for Caramel Sundays.
Fuck.
I was a bar boy
And
and
now
a
you're a
tin-
partner, bro.
and now I'm a partner. And it's
Shows
only
you.
because the guy that does it, Warren and Ayanda, they really believe in my stuff, man. They really seen me build all these other brands,
Yes.
including myself, and they've believed in the vision since then. And they know that I rub shoulders with a lot of people in the game. And I understand a lot in the game now. I know sponsors, I know artists, I know this, I know that. So they've seen that value being needed
sure.
within Caramel Sundays. And we've managed to go from a festival that used to reach 2,000 to 3,000 people to 6,000 people in my 2 years. And I'm not saying it's because of me, but I'm
you
saying
had a
it's
hand-
it's
you put
formed
your
a
hand in
team.
there, bro.
It's
Yeah.
formed a team now that's
Yeah.
able to. We're able to apply what
Yes, yes.
what needs to be applied.
100%.
They were always able to do it, bro.
Yeah.
They were gonna always be able to do it. They'd reach numbers.
But you
for a fact.
helped it along there.
But
bro.
I believe that I did come and add my
Yes,
value and
for
my
sure.
2 cents to make
But I
sure
mean,
that
that's
it
what.
happens.
So when
bro.
I had the podcast with Danny, bro, we were talking about the importance of a team, bro, and not trying to do everything on your own. It's like that saying that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with the team, bro.
Yeah.
And
That's
that
so true.
teamwork, a lot of people don't want to. You said people believe in you, bro.
And
That for me
that's
is-
the type of team you need.
Dude, you need people to believe in you, not
That's
in what
the
you're
reason.
doing,
That's
just
the
in
reason the
you.
festival will grow to where it will grow.
Bro.
It's the same way H2O moves as it moves with Ricardo, Danny, and Dave,
But they
and all of the
believe
guys.
it.
They
don't
believe
just-
in one another,
Yeah,
bro, and they
for
believe in
sure,
this
for
vision.
sure. And they trust.
They
The
trust
is
each
there,
other.
bro.
Exactly. So that's kind of what happened with Caramel Sundays. It's kind of like these guys were doing it. I was always part of it in a way, small. I became the MC, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Yo, Zane, I see you DJing now. Yo, Zane, I see you doing this now. Yo, Zane, we've come to X-Fest. We've come to Sunday Bloom. We've come to Top Floor. We've seen these brands that you've built that
Hop
have
on.
their own identities. Hop on." And I came to them and I said, I was very transparent. I said, "Yo, I don't just want to be paid for my services. I'd like a share.
Yeah.
Because I believe I can also take this brand to where you guys
Yeah.
envision it."
Also,
They
when
were
you
like,
get when
"Cool."
you get a, in my opinion, when you get a share of anything, you take a lot more care of it
And
right?
responsibility.
Because
it's on you now.
Yeah, you are part of it to make it grow. You're
Yeah.
not shifting it off or giving somebody else the fucking work to do.
So that's the
bro.
beauty of it, bro. I mean, when I started working at Altitude, when I said 3-4 years ago, I left Zone 6 at the time because Altitude were like, "Okay, here's a better offer to what you're doing at Zone 6. Apply your knowledge and your experience here." Also saved me a lot of stress because handling so many stuff, you get to a point in your career, bro, where you realize what has value and what doesn't.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Zone 6 didn't have value because I still work with the brand
Yes.
closely, but I got to a point where my time was valuable.
Yes.
And my
So you
efforts are
gotta choose
valuable.
things now,
So I need
bro.
to choose where I'm
Yes.
going to place my value.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's not the MC boy talking anymore.
No.
That's not the young boy asking for a set at these guys' gigs.
That's the mature artist.
It's now a guy that
A
understands the
businessman, bro.
inside and
Yeah.
the outside of this business. But I used to MC at Altitude and I used to watch us book someone for 5 to 6 o'clock. And the venue only gets filled at 6 o'clock in the winter. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't I play the 5 to 6 and it's free?
Saves money.
Saves money.
Yeah.
So I hit Ricardo up. I'm like, "Yo, bro, can I learn how to DJ?" He's like, "Sure, bro. Why
let
would
me
I
teach
stop
you,
you?"
yeah.
He didn't even say, "Let me teach
Oh,
you." He said,
yeah.
"The stuff's there. You
Yeah,
can
go
just go
learn,
do
yeah.
it. Go learn." Went to the sound guy. Said, "What should I do?" And he said, "Yo, get 2 sticks with music on. I'll show you this thing." I went, I done it for a year. I wasn't the best DJ. I'm still not the best DJ, bro. I'm learning. But I can damn well rock, right?
Yeah.
And I even went for lessons. I invest in whatever I'm going to get into. So
You
if I
invested
start
into
doing
yourself,
something,
though,
I'll
bro.
invest it, bro.
Yeah.
Lebza
See.
the villain,
Yes.
he does a DJ class.
Really?
And I took 3 months with him. I learned how to DJ. I learned the insides and out of a CDJ and mixer and how this thing works, about BPMs, about music. So a lot of guys are like, "Oh, you're not passionate about this thing. You just do it for the business." I kind of am passionate about it now because I've built myself in it. I've learned about it.
You can't it's hard to be passionate about something that you should at the beginning, bro.
Exactly, bro.
But once
And
you
I
get
mean,
better and better, you get into it.
I
bro.
also don't. I think there's this facade about, there's so much arrogance around music. And, the beauty of music is it's art. I come from an art background. I studied in art.
Yes.
Art is very easy to fall in love with.
I can imagine.
And if I'm 30 years
beauty of
old
it,
or
bro.
40 years old, I could tomorrow fall in love with art. Am I not passionate about it then? Because I wasn't born with it.
Yeah.
I'm still passionate about it. So that's a different chat, bro.
Yeah.
I get to a point where I'm able to do more because I actually love this thing. I actually enjoy doing this
Yeah.
thing.
And then you
Next
do
to
it better,
somebody,
bro.
exactly. Next
Yeah.
to someone who has the arrogance of, "You're not a DJ." Jeez, bro, I could floor you now because I actually love this thing. I actually enjoy this thing, and I want to do this thing.
Yes.
So yeah, man. I mean, I come up in the game where there was so many mental challenges and so many fights to get to where I'm sitting right now, where I'm strategic about my things. I'm very timeous about my things.
Yes.
I'm very aligned about my thinking. I'm
And
really
what you
grateful.
said there
man.
nice earlier, bro, is that your time is valuable, bro. So a lot of people also think being busy is getting you further. It's not. Being
it's
busy
really
is being
not.
busy, bro.
Yeah.
Being productive, like I always say to people, like, so normally when my sister's at the shop, we got a family business
Yeah,
in Oasis, bro. She'll come in, she'll work the whole day at the shop. Bro. I can, swear to God, sit for 2 hours in my apartment on the phone, bro. And I can do more in 2 hours than majority of salespeople do in a week, bro. But they're busy. They're going out. They're seeing clients.
Exactly.
Bro.
Oh, that's so
I'm,
true.
I'm fucking productive as shit. I can work 5 hours in a week. I'll do more in 5 hours than you do in 5 days.
Well,
Easy.
and that comes from
Easy, bro.
experience,
It's
and
only
it comes
experience,
from
bro. It's
it comes
doing
from
the five 5 days a week.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people don't learn, bro. You're speaking about education. You said you went to fucking classes, this and that. People don't want to be able to be shit at something. That's why they won't try something, because they're scared that they're going to be shit.
And you have
Everyone
to be
who starts
you
has
have to be shit, bro.
You have to be shit. I mean, for me now, one of my new passions is paddle, bro. Do you know paddle?
Yeah,
Okay.
but you've been telling me about your paddle days.
Bro, fuck.
Yeah.
And when I first saw it, I was like, fuck, this is such a white guy sport, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, and this looks like cuck. Dude, I'm playing my third game tomorrow, bro.
That's
this
so
week.
sick.
Like,
So I learned about paddle through the brand LS. So it's actually
dude, that's your.
it's a
I've seen
paddle
that you,
brand.
So that's your.
I'm a brand ambassador.
You're a
for the
brand ambassador.
Yeah.
So how does something like that happen, bro?
I guess they see the countless hours. You know, that's something I've learned in this industry, bro. When it's an industry where all of us are insecure in our own right.
Yeah.
We all don't believe in ourselves as much as we should. And what happens is you don't notice the work you're putting in.
Yeah.
But there's always someone watching. And I believe that's what happened with LS. They weren't looking for me when they found me. They were actually working around me. There was people that were being booked and used by them for shoots and stuff around me. And funny enough, the conversations ended up always with me. It was like, oh, okay, we're going to come cover your gig. And where are you performing? Nah, it's Zane's show. Who's Zane? First question.
Yeah.
Next thing it's, oh, we're dropping this, but Zane's doing this for us. Or we got this opportunity, but Zane. Who's Zane?
Yeah.
Why is
the
this
name
Zane
keeps
guy
popping up?
everywhere?
As you said, it's in your face, though.
Exactly, and that was my aim back then. I said, I'm going to be in your face, bro.
Yeah. You make them
It
watch.
comes with a lot of hate, though. I won't lie to you. It comes with a lot of hate, and that's one
But
thing
it
I've had
should,
to
though.
deal with, bro.
I think if people don't hate you, then you're doing something wrong, bro.
Definitely.
I-
And I think
I
this
believe
is
that,
this
yeah,
is the part
yeah.
I want you to put as the real.
Yeah.
Is that a lot of people hate, but they don't hate with reason. They're just hating. Because that's as far as their thinking goes. You know, for me, I've put a lot of work in this game. I've gotten to the point where this feeds my family. And I have a lot of years to go. A lot of work to do, God willingly. And I believe the work that I'm doing now, a lot of people won't understand until 5-6 years from now.
They call you crazy until
Exactly. But I do believe that
Till you make
they're
it.
hating on the guy that actually believes that I can put our people on a different map. And
Yeah.
in a different light.
You
And
raise
in a
everything,
different
bro.
sight. And as much as they hate me, I look at that one that's hating me and I think one day in 5 years you'll understand, man.
Yeah.
It's
And then
okay.
you'll love me.
Because as far as your thinking goes, it allows you to hate right now. But one day you'd love
Yeah,
me.
but people can't think past their nose, bro.
Oh man,
No,
it's fine. And it's really okay. I honestly wish them all the best because if that's as far as their thinking goes, that's on them. It's not on me.
Dude, there was a saying that, fuck, it's one of the things that I think about all the time, bro.
Yeah.
So you know how often you want to bring people up, bro, and you get frustrated with them when they don't do the shit right, you know? It said that there are people on this earth that will not grow, and they are there for the simple reason for you to see what it would look like if you didn't.
Yo,
That's
that's so
it.
profound.
And I thought about it, and I'm like, because I used to get so upset with friends and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, believe in yourself more. Go do something.
Yeah,
you know?
do
Create
something with your life. Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, fucking, even if you work hard, you become the best person at your fucking job. It doesn't matter. Be the best that you can be, bro. And then after a while, I stopped getting frustrated because now I realize it's the expectations I put on them. And when
Yeah.
they don't
It's not on
they
themselves.
don't reach the
Yes.
expectations,
And
then I'm upset
I'm
with
the
it.
same, bro. It's so crazy
Yeah.
that you say that because I even get into conversations with dudes that are in other industries or doing other work, and they're constantly telling me about how they hate their job or they hate this. And that. Now I can't
hate
can't
Simona,
entertain the
I hate
conversation.
Simona, bro.
I can't entertain the conversation because personally,
I'm not
I don't
like
view
it.
life like
No,
that. So
no.
even if you have that shit job, damn dog, you got a job in this economy. So
It's all
why
about-
not be the best at it? You
It's
know?
all about perception, bro.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
everything, how you receive everything in this world is literally how you perceive anything.
Yeah.
Is where you're gonna go with it. You could fucking be okay, no disrespect, but a garbage man, bro. But again, as you say, you've got a job, bro. A lot of people are sitting on the side of the road without a job.
But also,
So
not,
if
not
you
all
have
of us were
great
given a
day-
silver spoon, or even
No.
those with the silver spoon are struggling.
Oh, they
bro.
fuck it up, bro.
Even
They-
those are messing it up, bro.
But
So
they do it properly.
Oh, they mess up nice.
They fuck up nice, bro.
they fuck up gloriously.
Bro.
They always do it. But I mean, for me, I just look at this life thing as a whole, bro. As we all given a circumstance
yeah.
or way of coming into this, and the cards we dealt with, rather.
Yeah.
We're all given these cards.
Yeah.
Just use it to the best of its ability. Even if you've just got flippant playing cards that are as normal as day.
Yeah.
Even if you've got no power cards here.
No.
Make it look like that's
Yes,
a power card.
That's exactly
Make
bro.
it work, bro.
And then you'll create it for yourself. Bro.
Exactly,
You'll
bro.
manifest it
And you'll
into-
see it naturally just aligning. You'll fall into place somehow if you just change your thinking and change your mindset and your heart towards things.
Dude, 100%.
Life is very simple in my life, bro. I'm at the point, welcoming 2024. I have a lot of cool things that I'm about to announce. There's stuff I've been planning since early last year that's only fruiting now. I'm at a position of strategy. I'm not stressing.
Patience, bro.
I'm patient, I'm calm, I'm relaxed, I'm at ease. It's a very dangerous point for anybody who's hating or anybody that's trying to wish bad on me. I wouldn't if I were you. Because there's so much that's coming. And it's not a threat. It's really not a threat.
No.
It's just the reality of that hate keeps fueling me.
Yeah.
And it keeps building me. And now I'm in a position where I can do some really cool stuff, man. You might as well jump on the bandwagon and support it.
Just enjoy it. Bro.
Just enjoy it. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that takes me back to an episode of Peaky Blinders, bro. So it was the first or second season, bro, where they were at. Have you watched Peaky Blinders?
I haven't, but I've heard about it.
So Tommy Shelby was standing there, bro, and the guy that he was his enemy at the time, bro, and he says, "Don't you have somewhere to be right now?" And he straight up said, he's like, "When you plan properly, you don't have to rush. Everything."
I like
everything
this
falls-
statement. There's a guy that always posts it, man. His name's Scott. I used to work with him at Zone 6, and he always says, when you understand the game, you don't panic.
No.
You don't panic. And I personally, I've gotten to that point. I'm so grateful to God, man. I've always wished to be at this position where I don't panic no more. I chill, take it in my stride, and I'm enjoying it. That's why when you hit me up about this podcast, I was like, yeah, awesome. I get to speak my mind and just chill out. And yeah, man, I'm super grateful. I'm really enjoying it.
That is it. But as you say, you don't need to panic because you know everything. Not everything. You don't know everything.
I don't know everything.
No.
I love
you can handle.
I can handle it.
You can handle
I can
it,
handle
bro.
even the new.
Because for me, what my point is, everyone. I always see people freak out, stress. What is the point of doing that? It's not going to change anything.
It's really not.
It's really, and you know how people also like
It's actually
they have a
gonna make
bad
it
day.
worse, man.
They have a bad day yesterday, and then they take it into the new day. For me, you can't change history, bro. It's already happened. I can't change what happened. I can only change what's going forward, bro.
Yeah.
And that's that, bro.
So I live by this quote, bro, and I've lived by it since I was a young boy working in youth ministry. It's better to be a learn-it-all than a know-it-all. And I live by this on a daily basis. That even when I mess up, even when I feel like I fall short or I don't do enough, I'm learning.
It's a lesson learned.
It's a lesson learned.
Never a loss.
And it's never a loss.
Yeah.
I never take no L's
Yes.
in that sense.
Yes.
But I take my L's in my lessons.
Oh, yeah.
And the more you learn, the more
better
you
do,
the
bro.
better you do.
The
And
better you
it's
do.
it's a lame ass saying, but the more you learn, the more you earn, bro. That's also the other
Dude,
thing.
no,
about
but you
it,
know, we always
because-
talk about cliches, but cliches are there for a reason.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause it's true.
It's the simplicity of life.
100%.
That if I'm learning so much, I'm definitely gonna reap the reward of earning. And I'm not
Yes.
just talking on a financial
Yeah.
point. I'm talking about earning in many other forms and aspects.
Okay, bro. We now nearing the end
Yeah.
of this fucking thing, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. What a fucking podcast!
No,
it's been so
I
far,
really
bro.
had so much fun,
Dude,
bro.
I've
Thank
got
you.
quick fire questions for you, homie.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Who's your favorite artist to watch live?
Artist to watch live. Man, he's passed on, but it was AKA.
Lovely.
Straight up.
Performer, eh?
Best.
Then give me 3 non-negotiables in your life, bro.
3 non-negotiables. Don't disrespect anyone in my family, especially my close family, my wife and my son. Another non-negotiable, transparency is key. So especially in business, if you're not going to be transparent, you're trying to find
be
a
a sneaky
shortcut.
fucker.
Don't be sneaky, man.
Yeah.
And number 3, man, I mean, just be kind. Be kind to everybody, no matter what, whether it's an ex, whether it's I don't know, an asshole, someone who's done something ugly to you. You got to be kind. Whether you have a good relationship with the person or not, just be kind because life's already tough, bro.
Yeah, you don't know what they're going
Yeah,
through, bro. I
just be
get you.
kind.
If you could have dinner with someone past or present, bro, who would you sit with?
Damn. Man, this is that question that they mock on online about Jay-Z. But I definitely...
500,000 fuck off. I take 500k.
I definitely, if there's no money on the line, I mean, geez, I'm going to sit with Drake, bro.
Lovely.
Just to have a conversation with the dude.
I think
man.
he would be great to chat to. Bro.
Yo, it'd be awesome, man.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
think
he's
so
me
too,
in the
bro.
States, you know.
Yeah. Dude, he's my favorite artist,
He's
bro.
awesome, yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
What is the best advice you've ever gotten?
Better to be a learn-it-all than a know-it-all.
And the worst advice you've ever gotten?
I don't know. live in the moment. I'm joking. I don't know, bro. Worst advice, bro. A lot of people throw bad advice to people. But
Don't
I
you
think,
see it sometimes on socials? And you think, fuck, that's dumb.
even the quotes, bro. Like, just because it has that
looks-
nice little does
And
not
people
mean you
will
should
post
listen
bro.
to it.
You know what my favorite one is always, bro? They'll post, I'm moving in silence. Shut up, you just announced it to everybody.
What's so silent
I'm like,
about
wait,
that
what's
move?
so silent, bro?
Exactly.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think, look, bro, there's a
fuck.
lot of bad information being
Dude,
spread out there.
100%, bro.
But I think I don't really have one per se.
Okay, give me
'cause
one
I don't
bad
allow
one.
it. One bad one. Jeez, bro. I mean, the worst is, flip. You see, I don't allow my mind to accept a lot of those things. But I mean, the worst advice I think anyone can give is, there's one about God. They say like, okay, no. The worst one is definitely what goes around comes around. I feel like that's the worst. You can't live by that thinking. You can't live by that thinking.
I agree.
We can't.
Last one, bro. If you could get in a celebrity boxing match with anyone in the country, who would you fight, bro?
Jeez, bro, I'm gonna choose a weak ass because I need a win. Flip. In the country.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who would you want to box, bro?
Would I want to box? Shussy, bro. There's a lot of people that deserve some punches, but I mean, I think a good fight would be between myself and any other MC that anyone wants to put on me.
Battle of the MCs, bro.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Like, you could put any other MC.
Yeah.
Let's go. Toe-to-toe in the club.
And then in the boxing match. Fuck it, we're going to make it happen end of the year, bro.
Shout out.
But Zane, again, homie,
Thank
that
you,
was
bro.
fucking
That was awesome,
really,
man.
really a
Really
great
appreciate it.
conversation, bro. Thank you for joining us today.
Sure.
Guys, thank you for watching this episode. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Thank you, bro. So, guys, please like, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment if you guys have anything to say, whatever.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, where can they find you on socials, bro? Where can
Oh, bro,
everyone
very
catch you?
simple. Zane Gulston is on everything. So it's
Everything, bro.
ZaneGulston at Zane Gulston. You can find my music, you can find my anything, all platforms on there.
Well, let's kill 2024, bro.
Short, man. Let's have a
fucking
good
do
one.
it.
Thank you for
Cool.
having me.
Reaction initiated. Incoming message. The Modern Man Podcast.